Because of their unique perspective on the world, Sigma INFJs can occasionally have encounters that seem unusual. However, what precisely are these encounters? Are these exclusive to them? These are 7 odd occurrences that an INFJ Sigma has encountered. 7. Reaching a beyond conventional emotional wavelength. The inherent empathy and intuitive skill of the Sigma INFJs enable them to access an emotional wavelength that goes beyond traditional comprehension. Imagine it as having an emotional radio that is perfectly tuned and able to detect frequencies outside of the typical range. Their ability to detect even the most delicate emotional currents with remarkable precision is akin to possessing an extrasensory radar. In addition to being aware of their own feelings, Sigma INFJs are also perceptive of others' feelings. They seem to have an emotional radar of their own, able to navigate the complex waters of human emotions with ease. Furthermore, the introverted disposition of Sigma INFJs enables them to explore their own emotional landscapes in great detail. By means of this introspection, Sigma INFJs are able to engage with a wider spectrum of emotions, both individually and on a general basis. This indicates that individuals can interpret the complex patterns and integrate the data in a profound and perceptive way when they connect with this emotional wavelength. The emotional realm transcended by Sigma INFJs is not something they experience passively. Rather, it is an active engagement in this special emotional area. Sigma INFJs have a strong emotional bond with people and serve as messengers for the shared emotions that run deeper than the surface of daily encounters. How frequently do you, as a Sigma INFJ, feel such a wide range of emotions? 6. Projecting results or seeing things before they happen. The internal compass that steers the Sigma INFJ through the turns and turns of the future gives them the ability to forecast outcomes or perceive events before they happen. They can see hidden patterns and subtle connections thanks to this function, which opens the door to a predictive understanding that goes beyond time's linear limitations. This insight is more about an intuitive understanding of the underlying dynamics at work than it is about particular details. Sigma INFJs can navigate the present with a nuanced grasp of how their decisions may affect the future, much like having a blueprint of possible outcomes. Their intuitive forecasts are greatly enhanced by their ability to perceive the emotional undertones of a given circumstance. It's as if they had a second sight that sees beyond reason and incorporates human emotions into their expectations, like a dance. Deep introspection is also encouraged by the introverted nature of the Sigma INFJ. They are able to sort through their intuitive insights and differentiate between mental whims and premonitions with deeper significance because to this introspective aptitude. 5. Swinging back and forth between times of high social interaction and a great desire for solitude. The want to withdraw into the more peaceful depths of their inner world, away from the exterior currents that may be simultaneously stimulating and taxing, is strong for Sigma INFJs. This oscillation is an essential rhythm for preserving equilibrium, not just a desire. They are extremely sensitive to other people's emotions, which is matched with the intensity of their social interactions. Iron-driven emotional receptivity can be extremely demanding, which is why seclusion is an essential place to recharge. Sigma INFJs are not merely withdrawn when they are by themselves. They are also synthesizing ideas and exploring their own selves. It's an opportunity for their intellect to delve deeply, investigating the connections and patterns that emerge throughout social encounters. Their experiences in solitude serve as a canvas on which they apply the lessons learned from the rich variety of social interactions. The Sigma INFJs juggle social interaction with introspection. It's a peaceful ballet with choreography determined by the desire to enter the outside world while yet withdrawing into one's own peaceful haven. This oscillation, where the tides of connection and solitude create a magnificently detailed and ever-changing landscape, is not a contradiction but rather a testimonial to the diverse essence of their personality. Is this selective energy management confusing to you as a Sigma INFJ? 4. Emotional time travel. This emotional time travel is an immersive experience that awakens all senses, not just a passive replaying of moments. The bittersweet nostalgia of a bygone period or the warmth of a long-forgotten embrace could be experienced by the Sigma INFJs. Their emotions seem to have the ability to travel through time, bringing the past into the present. It's about empathically connecting with others' feelings throughout time, not just repeating one's own experiences. Sigma INFJs may experience an emotional connection to the hardships and victories of real-life people or fictional characters, taking on the pleasures and tragedies of these people as if they were their own. This poignant journey through time offers insight and profundity beyond simple nostalgia. Sigma INFJs create these emotional diaries to deepen their current self and other awareness. Their perspective is distinct and multi-layered, a result of the emotions interwoven throughout the ages. 3. Bringing people nearer without trying. Sigma INFJs seem to carry an unseen link that connects them to the emotional frequencies of others around them. Because of their high emotional intelligence, Sigma INFJs have an almost instinctive ability to understand the needs and feelings of others. Imagine them as smooth emotional connectors, conducting relationships like conductors in the symphony of social dynamics. When someone is around a Sigma INFJ, their empathy produces a magnetic aura that attracts others in and helps them feel noticed and understood. People frequently experience an overwhelming attraction to emotional warmth and genuineness. This magnetic pull has an additional degree of depth enhanced by their intuition. People are drawn to the profound understanding that Sigma INFJs possess, which transcends superficial observations. It's not only about comprehension, it's also about providing a distinct viewpoint that piques people's interest magnetically. Do you acknowledge that, as a Sigma INFJ, you have an easy way of evoking strong emotional bonds in others? 2. Experiencing information through several senses at once. See their brains as multicolored canvases where sensory data intersects and combines. This groundbreaking realization manifests as a multimodal experience rather than being limited to one sense. Feelings turn into colors, and the emotional climate of a circumstance takes on the appearance of a vibrant color scheme. As if the very air is painted with emotions, Sigma INFJs may find themselves experiencing a room's emotional tones not simply through intuitive knowledge, but also as a sensory experience. Beyond just feelings, Sigma INFJs are synesthetic. They might connect particular noises to particular hues, or the flavor of a cuisine to a specific feeling. A rich and complex view of the world is produced by combining several sensory experiences, surpassing the capabilities of individual senses. Synthetic sensitivity is not a quirk for the Sigma INFJ. Rather, it is a gift that deepens their awareness of the environment and the people that inhabit it. They are able to negotiate the complexity of interpersonal relationships with an enhanced level of awareness, as though they are tuned into the complex melodies and harmonies of the sensory orchestra in their immediate environment. Sigma INFJs create a distinct and colorful tapestry of perception that distinguishes them in their experience of the world through their synesthetic symphony, which finds beauty and depth in the connectivity of the senses. 1. Allowing inspirations and ideas to coexist in their minds. It is like a mental alchemist, where ideas and conceptions mingle into a perfect symphony. How the alluring Sigma INFJs are able to have ideas and inspirations blend flawlessly in their minds. Think of their brains as colorful canvases where thoughts come together like streams to form a river of creativity rather than existing in isolation. Ideas aren't merely created by Sigma INFJs. They also imbue them with a distinct emotional flavor, weaving a complex web of meaning that reaches beyond the boundaries of reason. In the brains of Sigma INFJs, blending ideas is a purposeful and intuitive orchestration rather than a disorganized mush. It's a kind of mental dancing where disparate ideas come together to form creative, comprehensive viewpoints. Due to this occurrence, individuals are able to approach problems and creative projects from multiple angles, which enhances the depth and variety of their ideas, making them both fascinating and perceptive. Does this confluence of creativity feel, to you as a Sigma INFJ, like a mystical metamorphosis? For the Sigma INFJs, these phenomena are an inherent aspect of their intricate and distinctive worldview, despite the fact that they may appear weird to others. A deeper awareness of oneself and one's purpose might result from embracing these distinctive qualities. What other weird phenomena do you, as a Sigma INFJ, encounter? How would you respond to this?